Okay.
But there's also in the quick memos chart card. So again, this is similar to the patient chart in the PM where we have chart cards, but as you can see, definitely looks way different than the chart cards in the EHR or in the PM. So directly to the right, Robin, there's that quick memos chart card. See how one says hidden, where it says patient has a difficult family and it's hidden. So again, that didn't show on that display because it's a
Gotcha.
hidden message. Yep.
Okay.
The top left, so you can see
Yeah,
that's
we're-
the
Looks like different in here.
demographic.
Yeah, we, just, our renovations. just
Sorry,
done
there.
about, so we're getting, trying to get everything.
What did
ready.
you say to go to?
Oh, no, I was just talking about that top left. You can
You're
see
fine.
the date of birth.
These are,
Oh, okay.
one of them's northeast,
Yep,
one
you
of
can
them's
see their phone
northwest.
numbers, their insurance.
No, they're both northeast.
There's no
No,
pharmacy
no,
selected. We'll
see,
talk about that
That
next
says
time.
northwest, this one says northeast. That's right, that's wrong.
Yep. And the patient
But it's still
consent, we'll talk about that
wrong.
next time as well.
Okay.
You can see the last
Yeah,
time
we're
the
hopefully-
patient was seen. So it says
There's
last and then the next appointment if they have one.
Okay.
That's my brother.
Directly
Okay,
below
yeah,
here, this
we're
is
gonna
their
be here.
timeline.
It's his normal route.
So this
Okay, yeah,
timeline
yeah.
shows any
Uh,
appointments with the patient.
Yeah, I got.
Chris, will you shut the door, please?
But, yeah, I would say, if I didn't see vehicles, I wouldn't stop.
Yeah, we're gonna,
I'm smarter than all of them, but
we stopped our full-time work, so, hopefully we'll probably be here. more
Okay.
often than not.
Okay, you're fine, yeah. The timeline displays any appointment and anything that happened during those appointments. Or if there's just workflow, it just shows. So for example, under that new patient visit on February 29th, you see that purple circle and it has a number 2, click on that. That's those 2 consent forms that we completed on the patient portal. So that's saying during this
Okay.
appointment, those consent forms were completed. Those consent forms are also under the documents chart card. So on the very far right column, there's a documents chart card, and see, that's where you can see the HIPAA and the medication. Yep. So if you want to open them, you can, but that's, yep. And then click preview at the top. Yep. And you can scroll down and see their signature. Things look kind of starting to tie together.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's
nice.
You click the X where it says HIPAA privacy authorization there in the top left.
Oh, there it is. I'm like,
Yep.
where's the X?
And again, each of these chart cards have a plus sign on the top right. And they also have a filter. So majority of these you can filter, you can click plus signs. During some of the training, I'm going to discourage the plus signs depending on what that workflow is. So I'll kind of talk about that during some of our training of, what I refer to as ad linking the workflow to the appointment. So I will talk about that. And it looks like, I don't know why it doesn't default the vitals chart card for you, but I get it. Okay. You can drag and drop these chart cards in different order if you want them to be. So at the top left, where the icon is, of these cards, sorry. Not those, that's another way you can also
this.
open.
Oh, I see
Yeah.
now. Okay.
You can drag and drop them.
Okay.
And you can resize them. There has to be something in it to be able to resize it though. For example, go to the documents chart card again on that far left, or far right, I'm sorry, go to the bottom right corner. Yep, and they're right there. So you can expand that, you may have to drag it down. Oh, of course it doesn't want to do it. It might just be finicky, but you should be able to resize it. We do say that if you drag and drop these chart cards in different order, they may sometimes still rearrange depending on how much is in that chart card. So if there's a lot of information in it, it may resize it.
Okay.
And let's see. What else? And this is where you can also set up like the patient education. So come down here on the left hand side and do the ICD search, so below. Click the little dot next to ICD search though. Yep, right there. And I think, what was it, E11.2, if I remember right?
Okay.
I think that's what we added in that, where we set that up, was ICD 11.2, and then click search. Did you click search?
Mm-hmm.
Oh goodness, why is it? Click the doc type then, or it's doc type, up above the IDC, yeah, right there, and then use that little drop down. There we go, click all
Matching
documents.
documents.
Why
There
is
it
it
is.
not pulling up?
If you, it's the matching documents, they pull up on the bottom. I don't know if it's not supposed to be
Oh,
there,
oh, I'm goodness, you're right, I
Yeah.
keep thinking it's gonna display at the top, and I don't know
you see that,
why.
Robin,
It's down at the
matching
bottom.
documents.
Robin.
Yes, it's diabetes.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, click on that, thank you, Chris.
Yeah. And
Then you can say
it'll pull it up in another window too, if you.
status for patient, and then you could say that you've given them instructions, scheduled, copy given, whatever it may be, discussed, add a comment. Again, you guys have the patient, the advanced education. This is if you want to set up other, if you want, but we will talk about the other education when we get into some of our other, like the next training or two.
Yeah, I don't know how to say that.
Click update status. Over here back on the right, next to where you discussed,
Oh, there it is.
on the right, if you go
See-
down,
See that? Go down a little bit, Robin.
and it says
To the
update
right.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
font.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
I added one, so that's.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
you
sent
did?
Chris
See the
one.
copy given, that was me.
Okay. Copy given. Okay.
Cool.
You discussed, and then you gave them a copy, and you scheduled. Copy given and discussed. There we go.
In the top right, above where you clicked on those three dots, again, there's the refresh. So again, the circle, yep, so if you ever need to refresh the patient's chart. Also on the right hand side, there's a little cogwheel, or the left, excuse me, I'm not very good at my left and right sometimes. Right next to that circle, you just click. So in the very top right,
The cogwheel. Got it.
yes, click on that, perfect. This is how to customize per user, so this isn't per user again. The dashboard donuts, so again, I wouldn't uncheck any of those just yet until we do a little bit more training. The chart cards, like if there is certain chart cards that you do not need, like sometimes people don't do immunizations, so they uncheck immunizations, implantable devices. So again, I sometimes say wait till you get through a little bit of training before you decide what you do or do not want visible.
Okay.
And then the chart toolbar, which is those three dots that we selected a moment ago to open the patient education, yeah, right there. So again, these are just filters by each user that you can hide certain things if you want. You can use that. Any questions for me?
Nope,
Mm-mm.
I don't think so. That's cool. I like it.
That's it.
And you can see the messages there that we sent just today in the message donut.
Mm.
Or
The
not
dashboard?
donut, sorry, the chart card
Chart
to
card.
the right. It's in the second column. Yeah, right there. Down right below this.
messages.
Hello, thank you.
Yep.
This is just in-house. Okay.
Or messages to the patient if it's
Oh,
related
to
a
patient,
specific
got you.
patient, yeah.
You missed your appointment today.
Gonna be $100.
That is not okay.
$100.
Let's hope not, right?
No.
Right.
Alrighty, well, I know we have just a couple minutes left. I think this is kind of a good stopping point before we jump into the MA and nurse workflow on our next session next week. Anything that you can think of before we
Chris,
jump off?
No, are we meeting tomorrow or no?
I thought
Oh,
it
yeah,
was
we are meeting
tomorrow.
tomorrow.